Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel. And there's a bunch of you now. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to do everything I can to make you guys happy. I communicate in the chat. I guess you guys have figured that out because I've responded to quite a bit of the communications going on. And I want to continue doing that. That's a big part of why I want to stay on this right now. Again, I've committed till April. We'll see what happens after April. But I love the community that you guys are building. I love to see you guys talk and communicate with each other as well. Guys, I just spent so many hours watching the interrogation tapes of Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Nick Godejohn. I mean, there were hours and hours and hours. And it was so revealing to see who these people were, especially Nick, because Nick was literally kept in a room for hours, handcuffed and sitting on a chair. Gypsy got a couch and a blanket. Nick ultimately got a blanket. I haven't changed my mind about Gypsy at all. I think she's evil. The whole time, Nick is waiting to be interrogated, basically. He's talking to himself. And for a while there, I was trying to figure out, does he realize that there's cameras there? Is he acting in the interrogation room, is what I was thinking. And then I realized he wasn't acting in the interrogation room. He was actually just having a communication with himself as he sat there alone and bored. Then they gave him a book. I'm going to show you, what happened here and the stages of it. But while Gypsy Rose is talking about Disney World very articulately, by the way, talking about Disney World and Harry Potter and Universal Studios and seeing Princess Diana's gowns and the Dead Sea Scrolls and all of these exhibits she's been to and Titanic and all this. Very articulate while she's speaking, by the way, which was a surprise to me. All Nick is concerned about is Gypsy.
That woman, it means everything to me. She does. She means everything to me. She told me she was going to get kicked out. Next thing you know, I go out there and I decided to get down there as soon as I can. I took a bus. The only request I could give the detective to let me see Gypsy once. Let me see Gypsy once so this way I can believe physically that she's okay. I'm trying to stay upbeat, but it's not working. I'm so worried with Gypsy. It's just ridiculous.
I don't have any new work for you yet, Nick. I know it's taken a long time. I'm going to try to get an answer for you here pretty soon.
Okay.
This is Detective Brenner.
How you doing?
I'm just in emotional pain because I don't know what's the full situation going on with Gypsy. Is she supposed to be here through the night or what's going on?
Well, and like I told you, I'm the transport guy. I don't have all those final disposition kind of answers for you. I'm trying to find some other detective. This detective's going to be nice enough just to kind of sit and wait until we get the other one that's going to connect.
That'd be nice because I was actually starting to feel lonely. Sitting here by myself.
I understand it's a room that you're sitting by yourself, but
That'd be all right,
we'll just kind of hang out for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Nick.
So now they're watching him, listening to him, and taking advantage of the fact that he desperately wants to see Gypsy. He is aching to see Gypsy. He wants to make sure she's safe. So that's what they're doing, is they're listening to what he's saying because he's talking a lot. And they know that the major weakness is holding Gypsy on a thread, dangling her. So that's going to be the motivation that they know that they're going to use against him to talk about what happened, because they already basically know what happened, or without really talking to anybody at this point. They're just making them wait in two separate rooms. And one room is a lot more comfortable than the other room. We're going to see about that and watch. That's almost funny when that happens.
I mean, I'm gonna work with them if they work with me. That's all I ask for is them to work with me, and I'll work with them. It's all about communication. I'm worried about her. I'm worried about her. I tried to be as receptive as I can at this point, but I'm just worried about her, and that's all I can think about. Just her. Her, and only her. That woman, that means everything to me. She does. She means everything to me.
So while he's there falling apart, I mean, literally, falling apart, she's planning a day out.
Are there any movie theaters nearby?
Movie theaters? Oh, we got a couple. There's one in Waukesha, Berwyn, I think Belfield. Those are the only ones I can think of.
I really like to see the Jurassic World. That looks
It
good.
looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I agree.
And I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I'm like, if I move to a place, I want to make sure they have a movie theater. Cannot miss Star Wars.
No? That's coming out soon, isn't it?
And December 18th.
December?
I was very, very worried about her. Please get here, detective, soon. I'd like to have my hands free, please. Yeah. He's a sincere deputy. Or, wait, he's not a deputy, is he? He's a lieutenant. So that doesn't make him a deputy. He's a lieutenant. So let me see Gypsy once. Let me see Gypsy once, so this way I can believe physically that she's okay. I mean,
In Kansas City, they have Union Station, and a lot of things travel there. And the most interesting thing that I went to see was Princess Diana's dress, her wedding dress. So they had the exhibit that came over from London, and it had different things of her childhood, and they had the iconic wedding dress. So we got to see that.
That's pretty cool.
And as well as the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Wow.
That was another exhibit. Titanic was another exhibit. So, a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, apparently. You see it all.
So Gypsy's exhausted from talking too much, and Nick is just exhausted from being so uncomfortable for so many hours. So many hours have gone by. Like at least 8 hours have passed. He's not laying down. He's handcuffed. She's not handcuffed. She's laying down and talking about movies and shit. He's worried about her, and she's just chit-chatting. But then it happens. Then he realizes.
But it'll probably be another 4 hours or so before they get here.
wow.
It sucks, but
It does.
that's the way it is. So I'll try and keep you comfortable. So let me know if you need a bathroom, need more water, need more food, whatever. Let me know.
Okay.
Okay.
And,
She's sleeping.
she's sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, she's sleeping. Did she get a run like me, or where is she?
Yeah, she's got a couch to lay on and stuff. So.
Oh, she has more comfort than I do.
Little better situation. Not that we're trying to be hard on you, because we're not. It's just that this is the room you got. Her room actually had a couch in, so she was able to lay down. So sorry about that. That's the way it is. So.
All right. Did she ask about me? I don't know if.
I don't know. I haven't talked to her.
I thought you might have talked to someone that was talking to her before.
Yeah, that's all I know. I mean, what I just told you. So I told you she came back, she was medically cleared, and then she's laying down and sleeping. That's what I heard. But I haven't seen her myself. So.
Oh. Could you maybe...
Probably after you talk to these guys, then is when you'll be able to see if, your request to hold her or whatever.
Yeah, I want to be able
That'll be
to...
after these guys get here and talk to you, so.
Because...
And then
Yeah.
I'll make that decision, all right?
Okay, and, I don't, I hope I'm not asking too much.
No, you can ask whatever you want.
Could you check on her for me?
I can't because I got to be out here, but somebody else is watching her, so she's fine.
Aw.
All this guy is worried about is Gypsy. Not to get away with something, not to plan his story, not so that they're on the same page, but genuinely he wants to hold her and reassure her everything's going to be okay. That's his main goal. And, well, we've seen Gypsy's interrogation and how, but we haven't seen the downtime, when they don't think anybody's looking, So that's the saddest bit about this is that, besides the fact somebody died and somebody's sitting in prison now for life and all of that, but this guy's undying and unwavering love that he has towards this woman that totally, I feel, manipulated him. It's just so sad. It gets better. Watch.
Yeah.
You probably want to know what's going on with Gypsy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to answer your questions for you. Did you get something to eat?
No, they offered that to me.
But you didn't eat?
I ate something before that.
Okay, what did you eat?
They're called ham sandwiches. I guess they offer that with mayonnaise as well.
Oh, do you like mayonnaise?
Well, I don't like them with bologna though, so it's just the mayonnaise, but not when I just left alone because I've been so worried, sick about Gypsy.
Okay, we're going to talk about Gypsy.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Gypsy, okay?
Okay.
Because I know you got a lot of questions, and I want to answer your questions, and I want to talk to you, and see what's going on. Okay? Before I do, I'm going to read you your Miranda rights. Have you ever been read your Miranda rights before?
That sounds familiar.
You got handcuffs on?
Yes, I do.
You care if you want me to take them off? Would you be more comfortable?
That would be polite if you did.
A lot better, doesn't it?
Oh, I have,
Okay, right here is schooling. So that is like, did you graduate high school or?
Yes.
Okay, so.
That's as far as I've gotten.
Okay, so just, all right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. So I guess you have a lot of questions for me. You've been waiting to speak with me, right? That's what they said.
At least, I lost track of how many hours.
Okay, so I want to answer your questions, but I kind of want to ask you some questions first. Is that okay?
Yeah,
And then we can maybe
please.
take turns. Like I'll ask you some questions, you can ask me some questions. Is this okay?
That sounds fair to me.
Okay. And that's what I want to do. I want to keep it fair. So if it ever seems like it's not fair, you just let me know, okay?
Okay.
Okay. As you can imagine, we've talked to Gypsy a lot tonight.
Because it's been quite a wait.
Yeah. So we've talked to her, and she told us a whole bunch of stuff that's happened to you guys. And so I kind of just want to talk to you and start from the beginning, maybe like how you guys met or whatever.
Okay.
Is that? Can we start from where you guys met? Would that make you feel comfortable?
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Where did you guys meet?
It was a site called ChristianForDatingFree.com.
Okay. Is that like a dating site?
Yeah, it's for
Okay.
Christians, but it's meant to be free.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so your relationship, what kind of relationship was that you guys started?
It was one of those committed ones.
Okay.
Committed to this.
I guess she's your girlfriend, Gypsy's your
Yeah, she
girlfriend.
is. Yeah, she is.
And you
one.
love her?
Oh, do I ever?
You love her a lot?
I was bummed my eyes out waiting for this moment where I can talk to you.
Okay.
Because I was so worried about her.
Yeah. I think she loves you too. We spoke to her and for a long time. And I'm kind of thinking maybe she loves you a little more than you love her. Because you're sitting here telling me things that I know aren't true. And then she's sitting here telling me things that are true. And if you really love her, I don't think you would want her in that situation, okay? The situation that she's in right now. And so we're going to go down two paths here, okay? And that is just you're going to have to be honest with me. Because if you love her, if you love Gypsy, then you're not going to let Gypsy get in trouble without you being there to help her, okay?
I understand.
And so what you need to know is that Gypsy told us everything.
Okay.
We didn't talk to Gypsy all this time and not get everything.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Right.
And so, Nick, I want you to do the honorable thing, okay?
Okay.
For Gypsy and for your family, okay?
Okay.
Because we know what happened. And I want to give you the opportunity to start over and to tell the truth, okay? And the truth is not what you've told me.
Most of it that I told you to believe is the truth.
I believe the part that you got on a bus and went to Springfield,
Okay.
I believe that's true.
Okay.
That you ordered food to eat, I believe that's true.
Okay.
I believe that it's true that at some point Gypsy came back with you to the motel. I believe that's true.
Yeah.
I believe Gypsy got on a bus and came here with you. I believe
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's all I believe.
Okay.
Okay? Because you missed a lot in there. And I understand that you missed a lot because you don't know what to say because you don't know what Gypsy said. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you right now, Gypsy did tell me everything. She told us everything. She told us about you coming there. She told us what happened to Mom. She told us about your guys' relationship. She told us about the cleanup. She told us about all of that. Okay?
Okay.
So, do you want to do the right thing by Gypsy if you love her?
Well, the truth is I worship her, so
I know you
there's
do.
there's no way I wouldn't do it or
I know.
would thank for her.
I know you do. I believe you do.
So what she does, she's very clever. What she does is she plays the chivalry card, right? Because Nick's an honorable man. She tests how loyal and how much he's in love by saying Gypsy is laying out more than he is. In the meantime, they haven't really spoken to Gypsy. They can't figure things out. They have ideas. But this is the way that they went in on Nick. We spoke to her. She's told us everything. And he believes it. You're an honorable guy. Show us that you're honorable. You could say it, but you need to show it. Don't leave her hanging out to dry. And they totally she does a great job with this investigation where Nick does confess to stabbing Dee Dee 4 times. After sitting there for hours and hours and hours and trying to do what he deems to be the right thing by Gypsy, he ultimately is convinced that telling the truth is the right thing. Poor Nick, because after all of that waiting, after all of that complying, after all of his patience is drawn and everything, he just really wants to talk to Gypsy at the end. And well,
I did actually stab her mom. I will admit it.
I know. Okay.
The only reason I did it is because I did it for me and her. That's the real reason I did it. I would have never did it if it was not for me and her.
Okay. So you wouldn't have done it if somebody else would have asked.
No.
Okay.
There's no way I would have did it for anyone else.
Okay, so you just
I
did it.
truly do worship her to the point there's nothing I want to do for her.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think you've proved that, right?
Yes.
You do what she asked you to do, if that's the case, if she did ask you.
Yes, she did ask me.
Okay. And she asked you more than once? Did she ask you while you were here?
She asked me more than once. I do feel bad for Gypsy's family. I really do feel bad for them. I do feel bad for Gypsy. Heck, I feel bad for all Gypsy's friends. There's so many people that...
So you would apologize to all of them people?
I'd try to apologize as much as I could. Honestly, to this day, I still feel guilty about it.
Okay.
I do.
Right.
Because I learned so much about her mom after she told me and more about it after actually being able to live with her for a little while.
Right.
I actually realized how great of a mom she was.
Okay, so it kind of makes you feel a little guilty.
No. I feel a lot more guilt than that.
Okay. Okay.
I just don't
How
know
about
how
this?
to
How about we do
express
this?
it.
If you don't want to express it on a piece of paper, tell me now, if you had to apologize to someone for what has happened, who would you apologize to?
The thing is, I had a request for one of the detectives,
Okay.
which was to go to hold Gypsy one time.
called
After this?
Gypsy one time after this? Okay,
Yes.
I'll see you. Do you remember who that was that you talked to about that?
There was one, I think, detective, his name was Detective Brad, I think is what he called himself.
Okay.
Detective Brad, I don't, then there was also another one, I asked a lot of them. I asked Detective Brad, Detective Todd,
Okay.
I can't remember the third one.
Let me go see if that's something that they want to do. Okay. That's
Okay.
pretty much up to them. I don't care one way or the other. If they want to do that, I'm okay with that. So let me go ask, okay?
I have a question for that lady. Does Gypsy even want to see me? I feel like she betrayed me.
Here, face the wall for me.
Okay.
Hands to this wall on your back.
Okay. What's going on, sir?
We're gonna be moving you up to a different place. We're just gonna hang out for a little bit, okay?
Okay, what's going on exactly, sir?
Well, I don't know, but we don't have a facility or appropriate place for you to sleep down here. So we're gonna be just taking you up to a location where you're gonna be able to relax. Okay, don't turn around for me, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just...
Alright, can you separate your feet, please?
Yes.
Anything on you at all?
Nope.
Just need to perform a pat down and a search, okay?
Okay. I was hoping I would have gotten to see Gypsy one more time.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen tonight, okay?
Tonight, I was... the thing is, sir, is that I know that this is going to be a long wait for me,
Okay?
and that's the reason why I was hoping I would have gonna at least get to see her this one more time before that long wait
I
happens.
don't have it in my power to make that happen for you. So unfortunately, right now, just given the what's all going on, okay? Because it's still all in the works. We don't want you guys to talk, okay? Well, maybe down the road that might happen, but not right now, okay?
Oh, the other detective, I thought she was supposed to come back in here. All of a sudden she's not coming back in, or
She'll talk to you in the morning.
in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, she left.
Yep. And just step out here for me.
Okay.
So, guys, what do you think? I mean, who do you think shows more integrity? What do you think of witnessing this when Nick doesn't see that he's being watched by anybody? You know? I mean, we all know that what happened was wrong. No matter how you look at it, it was wrong. But does this make you think any more of Nick and less of Dee Dee, or vice, or less of Gypsy? Does this make you feel any more for Nick, less for Gypsy, vice versa? Do you have any pity on Nick? Do you still think he should do life in prison? If before you didn't, do you think so now? What do you think of the way that the police did that? It was heartbreaking at the end. I mean, when he's even asking, did she want to see him, or was she lying? Did the cop lie to him? Did Gypsy betray him? You know, he asks at one point, did Gypsy betray him? Did she even want to see him? Did the cop lie to him about letting him think that he might be able to see Gypsy and hold Gypsy? Guys, tell me what you think in the comments. It's always, I love our communications in the chat, so I so appreciate it. And guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you don't like me at the end of it all, you can unsubscribe. But I appreciate you guys, all of you. Thank you so much. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday, but not half as good as you're going to be tomorrow. This is Toddy One Skip. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you over the weekend. Thanks, guys.